Okay, many thanks. So a warm welcome from my side to all of you inside this round, to this webinar, as also has started and approached. So we have today the topic, agile and safe drivers of innovation or roadblocks. And so in today's dynamic IT landscape, many companies face significant challenges when it comes to aligning agile processes and with the rapid development cycles of the agile world. Frustration is growing within the operation and development teams. Lengthy operational approval processes, lack of flexibility, and often a draining gap between dev and ops hinder innovation, massively reducing also the efficiency. In this webinar, we will explore the specific pain points and repeatedly cause friction in the agile context and demonstrate how integration with Agile frameworks like SAFe can eliminate these issues. You will learn or see how to integrate SAFe into Agile or Agile processes into SAFe, and can help you respond more quickly to changes, break down silos, and thus certainly improve collaboration between development and operation. So a few words to myself, about myself. So therefore, I'm Carsten Greve. I have many years of experiences in software and service development, and have also been inside over 25 years in IT project and consulting business. And my current focus is on organizational and agile transformation, in particular scaled agility and IT service management. And as a service consultant, a safe practice consultant, I have experiences in operation implementation and also at ITIL in conjunction with ITIL agile methods, methodologies, and optimizations along the associated workflows and processes. So if many further questions coming up, so we will afterwards get the slides also as a PDF. So therefore, if questions afterwards, don't hesitate to ask. So I will make a short excursus to ITIL and afterwards also to SAFe, only a short one, not to say, okay, what are the major goals and focuses each of any framework. So we have at first the cyber service lifecycle management, and ITIL provide a structured framework for managing the entire lifecycle of IT services from strategy and design to transition, operation, and continuous improvement, ensuring aligning the business objectives. And we have enhanced efficiency and quality. So by standardizing processes and best practices, ITIL help organizations streamline operations, reduce costs, and improve the quality of service delivery, and leading to increased customer satisfaction. So again, the risk and management and compliance is also a very essential part. ITIL promotes proactive risk management and helps organizations meet regulatory and compliance requirements, though define processes and governance, enhancing overall organizational resilience. So to bring it forward, and if you take a look inside SAFe, we have a different view on it, or different goals and focuses. So we have lean agile principles. SAFe integrates lean agile DevOps principles to optimize product development, streamline processes, and enhance team collaboration, leading to faster delivery and higher quality. And we have also a part of scalability and alignment, provides a structured approach to scaling agile across multiple teams and departments, ensuring strategic alignment, effective communication, and a shared vision across the organization. And one essential part, or additional essential part, is continuous improvement and value delivery, emphasizes continuous learning, adaptability, and regular feedback loops to drive innovation, improve productivity, and deliver value consistently to customers. It's very customer-centric approach here. So therefore, that the customer is, let's say, in very high focus of it. And if you think about ITIL and safe, does this make sense? Is ITIL better or safe better? So this is not a question. But the question here should be, can we make the best of both worlds? So we have in ITIL, cyber life cycle management inside there. We have risk management, compliance topics is very established inside compliance and regulatory activities. So therefore, this is known inside this area. So therefore, we can should see where we can make the best of it. And also inside safe, we have lean agile principles, we have continuous improvement topics, and we have scalability and alignment. So these are very topics. But in those frameworks, we have also the same goal of delivery value, value delivery, and also maybe a different point of view about value streams, how we are handling it. And also ITIL is changing more and more into an agile approach with ITIL 4. So we have more and more touch points also there, so that we do not have so much differences between what we will have. So in practice. If we take a look where the touch points are, so it's not the focus here to make mappings between ITIL and safe, but I had questions in mind to say, okay, where can I find or where do I have touch points between ITIL, service phases and life cycles and processes along inside these safe picture and safe practices and roles and activities. So you can see here kind of ideas, strategies are more or less inside the portfolio level, and design and transition is also strongly connected to the teams and operation, strongly connected to delivery pipeline and DevOps, and also for this particular part. So it's an idea to see, okay, how can I find this, or how could we bring this together, these two things. For today, we only have 1 hour, or I have less time, around 40 minutes. So I will focus only in this round here to service transition and also service operation. Inside transition, I will focus on change management, how we bring new functionality, new services, updates into production, and on the other side, service operation, how can we operate it in the best way? We have incident management there, problem management there, and for sure we have a service continuous service improvement area where we also want to take a look on it. To setting the scene also a little more in detail, so therefore I in this round here assumption is we have may have ITIL in place. I think most companies, middle or higher sized companies, will have some kind of IT service management processes in place by whatever maturity level. So you will find some processes there. And we also would assume that we have safe not implemented, or agile maybe not implemented, or only a few first agile teams which are not synchronized. Also, assumption is ITIL processes will stay in place, but will integrate it step by step over time into a safe or agile methodologies. And these teams and methodologies will grow over time and integrate parts of ITIL processes. If you take a look on it, so therefore, as I said, I focus on the change management area and also on the operation area, incident and problem for the next steps and slides. And for this topic, I will highlight which kind of, or what are the pain points and where are they inside this situation here, what are possible root causes, what can we do for it, and what are benefits of this. And afterwards, I've brought also 2 examples out of practice, what we can do or how this has been helped in the practice area. Okay, let's start with development. So, and what are the pain points? So inside development, we have long periods of implementation and testing. We may have a high cost of resources. We have long waiting times. We have operation processes and slowing down on implementation. So maybe some more pains on your side, but maybe you have also known some pain points there or less pain points. And if you take a look where they could appear, so I've stated here a small change process, easy process from developing of a test to staging area to deploy to production and operate it in production. And only a few activities inside this change out of this change management process. It's a change assessment. You have to assess what's about the change, what's the risk about this, which systems are affected. Then you have a CAP meeting, change advisory board, where I have a huge round of stakeholders which have to analyze and decide about the change. And afterwards, if all is well done, we have tested all in the right manner, then we can go live. Small changes or huge changes or huge releases. And what are possible root causes of it? So maybe wrong priorities, normally also in combination with not enough resources, let's say. Poor test coverages could be a case, and also schedule too tight. When we have too less time to bring something to production, or we have high portion of manual testing, which also stays in connection with the other topics. So therefore, if I found issues and defects and I have too less time to fix it, or schedule is too tight, then I have not a chance to fix it in the right manner. And I have to decide to go live with defects. And so therefore, I have to fix it in the worst case in the production, or I will have to postpone the go live date. So therefore, these are topics. What can we do about this? Some steps. So we have to assess for sure where we are staying inside the ITIL world, but what are the processes and the maturity? How can we identify this to the safe practices? We have to train and skill the people. We have to train the ITIL colleagues for along agile processes and methodologies, and also vice versa, the agile team member. What's about the ITIL topics and the requirements of it, and how we can integrate this topic. Not enough to, or not less enough to say here. So we have to establish test automation. So this is very, very important. Especially if I want to speed up the cycle times and make smaller cycles and more and faster cycles in it. So therefore, in combination with less resources for testing or coverages. So if I want to increase test coverage and if I want to speed it up, so it's very essential also to invest here and go step by step in more test automation, which will reduce the workload for the test team and bring the possibility to enhance test automation cases and to optimize this topic. Then we have to define roles and responsibilities, not to bring additional roles into the game. So we have to see where we can match the roles together. Maybe then also to move it over with colleagues to agile area, or to match it in the best way that we do not make it additionally with roles on it. And we have feedback and improvement as agile has normally an iteration length of 2 weeks. So therefore we have at least 2 weeks retrospective and feedback loops in small, and are able to adapt and modify our approach. And then this can scale across the organization. And one essential part is that we have, as I said, iterative process adjustment, that we can modify our approach as fast as possible, can integrate step by step these topics inside the agile topology, so that we optimize the process here. And where is it in safe? So I have here a small example how this can look like. So on the left side, you will find service transition change management. activities, what you've seen slides before, with lots of roles and stakeholders, business owner, functional lead, system owner, change manager, architects, and so on and so forth. And they could be reflected and moved or over to Save very, very good, because you have their business owners in place, which can be integrated for let's say final go approvals. No? We have the art management, product management, system architect, and RTE, which can focus on changes which are more risky and more affect our whole system. And if we take a look on changes which are standard changes with less impact and less risk, then we can leave it in the teams directly so that we can speed up the process and can focus on the level of urgency and importance of these changes reflecting to this kind of stakeholder level. In SAFe, we have an iterative approach. We have normally after 2 weeks a review meeting, which can be the CAP meeting moved over to the iteration review meeting. So all the stakeholders could be also moved over, or we can use this established event. After 2 weeks, we have a retrospective where we have feedback loops, where we can see, okay, which kind of topics in which areas we have to optimize. And around this, there's a PR planning, which is 10 weeks, 12 weeks, or 1 quarter period, where all the team members comes together, inclusive with management, so that we have an all good planning there. We have an inspect and adapt. This is a huge retrospective with all team members. And also the planning of these activities will show the planning board, the art board, to say, okay, which art features has to be implemented, where are the dependencies, risk management can be implemented there. So therefore that we have also compliance relevant topic integrated in the PI planning, inclusive with management approvals, so that we have a strong connection here between business development and operation. So what are benefits of this? So we have an enhanced collaboration, combining ITIL and Agile fosters collaboration between development, operation, and business teams. Continuous delivery of value. Agile practices enable continuous delivery and deployment aligning with ITIL goal and delivery of high quality IT services, and increased flexibility. Agile methods also provide flexibility in change management, allow organization to adapt to changes more quickly and efficiently. Reducing risk and also active agile practices such as iterative development, continuous testing, and frequent releases help mitigate risks associated with changes. And so that I have smaller batches, not so huge releases and changes, so I have more visibility of it. And so this is counts also in the risk reduction. So now I will flip over to operation. Same flow around here. So we have a little bit different pain points, maybe also similar ones, but we have definitely the customer on board. We have dissatisfied customers, system outages, maybe in combination, high expenses due to different systems, and long time for troubleshooting. So if I have many departments, many systems in place, so therefore it's sometimes not so easy to find the right resolver group, and then you have some ticket ping pong playing, and this will definitely take time. So and this is not easy to find which kind of department is responsible for a particular service or system. No, and these pain points are more or less a little bit more right in the process. We have incident tickets in place, problem tickets in place. This may also end up in a change ticket. No? So if we have this incident which has been fixed, we have to trigger a change here. Problem ticket maybe also could end up in a change. So if you want to change some problem, if you have found the root cause and we want to fix it, or we say, okay, no, this root cause has not to be fixed. We put this in a non-error database, and we say, okay, no, we will not fix it. It's too expensive, or that does not make sense, or system is will be decommissioned or whatever. So therefore, that there are different reasons. but we have a strong connection to change team, and so therefore also very important to have here short ways. And also, as I said, we have different management systems for development and operation in the normal case. If we have waterfall, maybe we have MS Project. If we have agile, we have maybe Jira. And inside the IT operation, we have some IT service management tools like Remedy, ServiceNow, or whatever tool set. But in many cases, different services and maybe different software solutions. We have 40 services. Software in production. So therefore, as I said, we have a strong timeline in many cases. So therefore, we have no time to fix it or refactor software on services. So therefore, or architecture in general. And so therefore, it's a problem that comes more and more problematic to bring things in production, because I have some problems there and I have to be careful about how I can deploy and where. High proportion of outsourcing, also many cases you will find this, and also poor to OLAs or SLAs, so the service level agreements are not clear how fast particular incidents or has to be solved and fixed. So therefore also will end up in dissatisfied customers if this is not clear and not aligned with the customer. So what can we do? With similar to also we have to assess the ITIL processes and to see, okay, how can they be connected inside the agile topic and operations. We have to define integration goals and a clear roadmap, how to go forward. We have to train people here from both sides, ITIL and as well as the agile colleagues. We have also a very important point to increase automation in deployment and integration, also continuous integration, continuous deployment, but also automation inside service request processing, for example, so that we can reduce step by step the workload from operational teams. What is in many cases, you will find it that they have a high workload and normally no possibility to enhance customers to get more work on the team. Therefore, we have to find a good pragmatic way to start with first automation to reduce workload and go step by step in this direction. So this is not one short topic. I think this has to be integrated step by step. We have to monitor in production so that if we deploy it into production, we have to see it, we have to know it and adjust it and also scale over the organization. And this essential part is here, similar as in development, we have to harmonize ITIL workflows, which are normally today inside the waterfall-based inside the ticket systems. We have to harmonize this to agile practices to find a way we can optimize it. So what we can do inside here, so example, also similar to development. So you find here incident analysis, bug fixing, root cause analysis, and changes. Maybe this will be triggered. These teams are reflected to this continuous delivery pipeline, where we also have a continuous exploration, integration, and also deployment to see, okay, and monitoring, is my production system healthy, or where are the problems? How can we optimize? We are here inside the DevOps topic, and also security will bring into place to bring also step-by-step compliance and security also by design into the game here. Operational teams are more Kanban oriented. This is not the way where we work in Scrum. So and also modern IT service management tools have possibilities to show Kanban views instead of queues or whatever these teams currently working. And they are strongly connected to the ITIL teams, so therefore we have short ways to development areas so that we can communicate directly inside of ad level or user organization to have here an optimization between development and operation. And benefits here, we have improved responsiveness, so agile practices enable fast response to incident and problems because we have clear clearer information, okay, which kind of system do I work with? We have a strong connection to the development and short ways in this area, reducing downtimes and enhancing service quality. We have increased flexibility. Agile methodologies allow more adaptable and iterative problem-solving approaches, improving the ability to manage and resolve incidents dynamically. We have better communication, collaboration between the teams, between development and operation and service management teams, and as well as a continuous improvement, which is an internal or integrated part inside the SAFe methodology and also agile methodologies. So now I come to some examples out of practice. So I have one focus here. Environment is a leading global full-service IT provider based in Germany with international delivery units. And we have here still requirements. One is we had a strong compliance requirement in this topic here, and to develop and refine our service development process for service offerings and forming the basis for future agile service portfolio. And one strong topic was that we had specific compliance requirements. And for this, we had extensive compliance documentation, which has to be created and achieved to achieving certifications. And specialists are from many departments who are needed to contribute the technical content. In addition, we a very waterfall-oriented process with many approval steps and quality gates had to be run through to order to fulfill the compliance requirements. In addition, there was a very high time pressure for the implementation and a high resource bottleneck. So, and the solution was that thanks to top management, we had a strong connection to this management to say, okay, the specialists were released for 100% to join the agile teams for a clearly defined and planned assignment, usually 1 or 3 weeks roundabout. And we're able to work on the topics in a focused manner. Formation of a core team, approximately so it's around 6 people, including employees from compliance department, had then built up this special knowledge around this compliance framework or regulatory requirements. And this built up successful implementation of compliance requirements. The operational teams were utilized to a minimum extent, and the agile methodology significantly reduced the implementation of activities and the lead time through the compliance process, and that we have finished this in months, what currently normally took some years. So, and in combination for this, we had also afterwards connected this to ITIL processes, so that we have created this kind of service development guideline connected to this requirements. In the guideline, we have standard collaterals for describing the service, operating the service, architecture perspective, service handbooks, and so on and so forth, and how we bring it to sales and bring it to operation. So for this, we had then integrated the agile service development with classic IT service management processes. We have cross-functional service-based teams to build up compliance and service knowledge and experience, and we have integrated of development, operational, and compliance teams. So, and afterwards, also a similar environment, but now the objective was here how we can bring and optimize our service implementation and our operation. And so we have implemented an agile release train focused on migration and service improvement and managing cross-functional teams and optimization quality and time to value. So therefore, we have used a good tool, which is a value stream mapping or value stream identification for the first step to analyze where are bottlenecks in this topic. And as a part of this topic, we had identified as a result that team members from more than 20 departments had to be assembled. This means that a large number of departments were involved due to resource bottlenecks and the high workload of the operational teams. only one part-time support was available. This led to increased time expenditure and problems coordinating deadlines. In addition, the team members were repeatedly pulled out of focus and priority issues. The services and customer implementation had to be rolled out, and a platform whose exactly capabilities and scopes were known that all members could be supported by external specialists. And so therefore, and the solution was here that we had brought this to especially team members here. We had management support here that we can said, okay, we need out of the special skills, we have built the first teams. We have started a release train here with cross-functional teams, more or less. That was not ideal at the starting point, but I think it's better here to start as to wait. And we had the situation that not all teams were skilled in the best way. So we have started pairing concept with pilot and navigator. So one is the pilot was the colleague which definitely have the knowledge, and the second navigator is learning phase. So therefore that we become more and more over time period to a situation that all teams were then able to operate independently, more or less, and at least the whole art become more resilient to holiday or sickness periods. And so therefore they'll be more stable and have the possibility to increase knowledge over the team, so-called T-shaping. And also we have also integrated requirements, as I said, also from compliance perspective, and also customer approvals, so on and so forth, into these kind of stories. We had reflected this in definition of done on a higher level, or acceptance criteria inside the stories on a particular special or detailed level. So thank you very much for your attention.